So this one's going to get dumb and complex, but here's another thing about Death Battle that pisses me off. They assume that any amount of destruction is created by one person generating all that energy. Hypothetically, that would not need to be the case. For a couple reasons. First of all, if you create enough destruction, it creates heat. And if you create enough heat, then that creates pressure. And pressure creates more destruction. The most devastating explosions tend to be chain reactions that are triggered by very precise amounts of energy put into an unstable medium. And as energy levels go up, that medium can be more and more stable. So like when blowing up mountains or planets or whatever, they never factor in stuff like the pressure of magma at the planet's core. And for like really big absurd power levels, enough energy could induce nuclear fission or nuclear fusion. And then it's that fission or fusion reaction that will create a lot of the energy needed in the explosion. Mushroom clouds and blast waves also are usually made from force of implosion after an impact, not necessarily of explosion generated by an outside force. That happens because energy is introduced, matter is taken out somehow, and then all the forces of gravity and all the forces of attraction and so on and so forth cause something to collapse, and then that impact causes further impacts, that causes further destruction, so on and so forth. So when Death Battle says this is equal to that much TNT, it's not at all accurate, not even close. Because that's going to change dramatically based on setting. And then, of course, there's the matter of energy resistance, the medium that it's traveling through, whether it's traveling through a vacuum, whether it's being affected by gravity, so on and so forth. And all of these things really add up after a while. So much so that the amount of energy needed to produce the destruction seen in those scenes is usually magnitudes less than what they say. Like, theoretically, we could destabilize a star with our current day technology. And I would not say that human day current technology is at celestial level energy output or whatever the versus battle community would call it. Though, I mean, humanity is pretty cool. The coldest place in the known universe actually exists in a lab right here on Earth. Think about that for a second.